situation where she had to call somebody, but she had found him re-breaking it, so it was pretty much shattered, but they got it back together, and that's that.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, man, it shows you can't depend on the kind of care you get when you're there.
Yeah, I think down there they don't appreciate elderly people for the value of doing a job, and they get away without nobody pays attention to this old man or this old woman, so why should I? So they just treat them like hot crap or keep them all drugged up. That's kind of what they did my dad almost with the drugs. You just tell he wasn't there the last month
Check
or so of his life.
Check 1, 2.
Yeah, that's too bad. That's for sure. Yeah, that's nice. So, how's everybody else?
My son, he's actually, his next stint's going to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. So he'll be a little closer to home. So he'll be going from Colorado to North Carolina.
Well, good. Anybody else I know to report on?
Let me see. Justin, he tried to get another job, but his place gave him a raise, like $2 or so he's pretty happy about that.
Oh, good. I'm glad they're finally starting to take care of him.
Yeah, he's worth more than what he's getting paid, that's for sure.
Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. W5DMH from KD8YZV. Have you joined us yet?
Yep. I'm here. Good evening, gentlemen.
Oh, good evening, Dan. We'll get out of the way so you can dive in here. So KD8YZV and K8FDT.
Yeah, we're taking early check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Early check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel. I'll get you guys added in.
Jeff, I'll talk to you later, guy. So I'll get out of the way. K8YZV, stand by for the net.
This is Sparky K8FDT. I'll stay by for the net. Good to see you, Dan.
Good talking to you, my friend.
Hey, Dan, can I check in early and check in and out? K8LCS, Jackson County, Lance.
Yeah, go ahead, Lance. Bring your traffic.
Okay, everything appears to be green here. Gas prices are below $3. Eggs are available around the $4 mark for some homegrowns in the area, and everything seems to be okay. And that's all I've got, and it's just a quick in and out. I'm still running behind for the day. So 7-3 all the way around. K8LCS, Jackson County, all clear.
All right, Lance, I got you and got your particulars written down. You're tapping the needle at 20 over, so good signal coming out of Jackson County as always. So enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll transmit out your stuff. So thanks for taking a moment to give us a heads up.
Thank you, and 7-3, K8LCS.
Taking early check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Early check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel. Wow, you're really in the weeds there, John. I got you in the lineup. Boy, I sure hope the band opens up for us a little bit by the time showtime starts, because you're really down there.
Maybe the band will steady out a little bit.
Yeah, my noise floor is down about S7 tonight, S7, S6, and you're coming in at about an S8. So you're above my noise floor, and that's really all that matters. I can still pull you out, but unusually low for you.
Hey, Dan, for what it's worth, I'm reading John fairly well at my QTH right now.
Yeah, I don't have any problem copying him. He's way down there on signal compared to normal. Normally, I have him at S9 or a little bit over, sometimes high as 10 over. But tonight he's really way down there. Are you getting him better than S9?
Yes, I'll put it this way. I'm getting him 4 or 5 over my noise floor, so I can hear him quite well.
Yeah, well, good for you, because I've only got him about one S unit over my noise floor.
Yep, I'm assuming something doesn't change, like I say, I was copying him quite well.
Good deal. We'll use you for a relay if I can't copy him when we get the net going. But it now is 10 minutes to, so that's the 10-minute warning for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel.
KCA QNR, Randy from Berry County for In and Out.
Go ahead and bring your traffic, Randy.
Yep, this is KCA QNR. I'm going to make it quick here, but everything is green in southern Berry County. I've got gas at $2.90, diesel $3.40, and there was a bunch of eggs at $5.92 because nobody wanted to blow the cash. So with that, I'll send it back to you, KCA QNR, W5DMH. Have a good evening.
KCA QNR from W5DMH. I got you at 10 over there tonight, Randy. Still a good signal out of southern Berry County. Thanks for taking a moment to give us a heads up. We got you marked down as an in and out and got your particulars, so we'll convey that to the group. And thanks for joining, and we'll say 7-3 and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Randy, this is Mike, KD8YZV. 73 is to you, guy. Glad to hear your voice. And you were coming in about 5 over at my QTH. Good signal tonight.
Oh, Roger. Good to hear. Glad we're getting out after that. We had a lot of wind here, kind of blew things around, but it's working. KCA QNR, clear.
73s, Randy. Yeah, it turned white here. It's no longer on the top side of the grass, it's on the top side of the snow.
Good evening, Leonard. Got you in the lineup. Are you using a different radio tonight, or did you just turn yours on? It sounds a little different.
It's the one I usually use here. I'm not sure what the difference is, but hopefully you can copy me well.
Yeah, it's good copy. It just sounds a little different, a little more tinny than normal, but it might be just a case of the radio's got to spend some time in transmit to get warmed up. I don't know.
Well, I haven't used it for a day or so, so it might be.
Yeah, Yeah, Leonard, it sounds like your bandwidth has been narrowed down or some. It's like Dan said, the frequency isn't quite on. It's like you said, it's kind of tinny.
I'll check it out here. Just got to get in the menu a little bit, but we can do this. WA8ALQ is here.
Got you in the lineup, John. Welcome.
Good evening, Dan. Are you going to be doing live streaming video?
Yeah, it's actually up and streaming right now. I started it early tonight because I've been having so many problems with it. So I went ahead and started it at early check-in. So it's up and running right now.
Okay, well, I'm not seeing it. I'm hearing the audio on my end, but I'm not seeing the video.
Oh, yeah. I got the camera turned off until 7 o'clock.
Okay, now you tell me.
Yeah, no need in shamelessly plugging my ugly mug before 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. We're at the 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel with your early check-in. I got a KE8 station out there, but I couldn't copy the balance of the call sign. You want to come again?
Kilo Echo 8, November, Lima Echo, Mike Kalamazoo.
Wow, you're out there in the weeds. Are you mobile tonight?
Let's see the distance better. Hold on, no, it's probably not. We're having a little SWR problem here. Let me put my computer. I hope it doesn't bother anybody's QR.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, you're like right at my noise floor tonight, Mike. I can copy you, but it's tough.
Yeah, I'm just going to say everything's green here in Kalamazoo. Unless you have that, the wind must have taken something down yesterday. My engine is all over the place. So, KD and LA, everybody have a
All right, well, I'll leave you in the lineup and I'll call you out. If you figure it out, great. If you don't, that's okay too. And I'll give you a green report out of Kalamazoo County. So hopefully you can get it straightened out. It's funny with all that wind yesterday. I didn't even think about my sky loop. I was more focused on my tower and thinking, I really need to put some reinforcement on that tower to make sure it stays up, because there ain't much holding it there, and it should have a couple guy wires on it. So I think this week I'm going to add a couple guy wires to it just to help it out.
Well, the voice was at 50% before I boosted up a little bit. Is that any better, Dan?
Yeah, it's still kind of tinny, but it's definitely more audio. Your audio signal went up quite a bit. It still doesn't sound like you, though. I mean, it not like you normally sound. I don't know. It's hard to explain. You just sound tinny compared to normal.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's ICOM mic. Okay, let me see what I can do on the quality of it. 88 FK.
88 FK from W5DMH. You know, we're streaming this on YouTube. You could pull up the YouTube stream and hear yourself. So you and compared to how everybody else sounds, is might help you. I don't know. You go to the offgridcomms.com webpage and scroll to the bottom. You'll find the link there. You click the link and then pick the live one. There, all of the previous ones are there, but you can pick the live one and go. But now it's time to start the net. So welcome to the Midwest Prepper Report Net, or MPRNET. All licensed amateur operators are welcome to participate in providing a status for your county. When checking in, please provide your call sign, county, and name. The MPRNET traffic should be focused on red, yellow, or green status for your county, as described on our website at offgridcomms.com on the MPRNET schedule page. After you complete your traffic, please return the net to the net control station, which tonight is W5DMH. I will now take short time in and out check-ins. Any short time in and out check-ins, please call now.
KE8NLE, recheck them.
Much better, Mike.
Roger that. Yeah, somehow the tuner here got bumped around, the manual tuner, so I was able to load up what I got here, but still something isn't right outside, so I'll be around for that.
Awesome, glad to hear it. I'll strike your in and out. So throwing it back out there for regular check-ins. I didn't hear any other in and outs, so regular check-ins come now.
Net control, here is Kilo 8 Oscar Bravo, Bill, Macomb County.
Gotcha, Bill. Looking for more regular check-ins. Regular check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now.
Is your camera on, Dan?
Yeah, I turned the camera on now, John. No additional check-ins heard, so we're going to roll up to the top. KD8YZV, Mike in the pole position over in Mecosta County. Mike, what's the status over in Mecosta County this evening?
Good evening, Dan. This is KD8YZV, Mike in Mecosta County. Everything here is, well, green/white. Obviously, we got quite a bit of snow that came today. Surprise, surprise. As far as the store and everything else, condition is green at the store. Power is fine. We did have a little bit of flickering with the winds that we had, but our power did maintain being on, which is great. Fuel prices are still approximately $3 for unleaded and around $3.50-ish for diesel in our area. Eggs are still somewhat short supply at Walmart, but they are there. Prices have dropped a little bit, but not very fast, that's for sure. With that, I'm going to be one and done this evening, Dan. I want to say hello to everybody else on frequency 73s, everybody. This is KD8YZV, back to net control, W5DMH.
KD8YZV from W5DMH. Well, thanks for joining tonight, Mike. Sorry you're only doing one and done, but your signal's 20 over plus. I'm bouncing around at 25 over. Rock solid audio coming out of Mecosta County. Thank you for that green report. And that brings us down to Sparky in, crap. I didn't grab his county, and I can't remember. It starts with an M, but I can't remember. Montcalm County. There we go. Sparky in Montcalm County, KE8 FTT. Sparky, what's the status of Montcalm County tonight?
How you doing, Dan? This is Sparky, KFT. Anyways, I was going to correct you. You get me thrown off on the county. I was going to wait till you try to figure it out. If not, I would have said it anyways. But everything's green here. I've been out of town for a while. Just got back. I went down to Florida, and things are pretty good down there. I don't like the traffic, but that's me. I like being out in the country, but gas is it was like 278. Now it went up to like 309. Now it's back to close to 3. So that's not a happy thing. But other than that, back to you, Dan. Sparky K8 FTT.
K8 FTT from W5DMH. Good 20 over signal coming out of Montcalm County tonight, Sparky, and thank you for that green report. And that brings us down to Lance out in Jackson County. He gave us a green report for Jackson County. He did an in and out check-in earlier during the early check-in period and couldn't stick around. So green report for Lance out of Jackson County. And that brings us down to KB1ROT, John out of Waldo County, Maine. John, what's the status out in Waldo County, Maine this evening?
I bumped it up. I'm about 450 watts here, trying to get through. I'm watching the waterfall with a lot of static. Sometimes you're there, sometimes you're not. Waldo County is green. That's the board. Gas has gone down with 280, and we just got weird weather like everyone else. So Waldo County is green. Back to that.
Gotcha, John. Waldo County being green, $2.80 a gallon. Your signal is kind of all over the map. You're going up and down quite a bit, but you were staying on top of my noise floor, and that's all that really matters. So I was able to get a complete copy on you. Thanks again for joining tonight, John. And that brings us down to Randy in southern Berry County, KC8 QNR. Randy did an in and out check-in earlier this evening. He's reporting green for southern Berry County. He reported $2.90 a gallon for gas, $3.40 a gallon for diesel, and then $5.92 for eggs, and they weren't selling. So that's a report out of southern Berry County. Randy couldn't stick around tonight. So that's going to bring us down to Leonard in Oakland County, 88FK. Leonard, what's the status in Oakland County this evening?
Well, we have to say green, Dan, in Oakland County, as far as where we shop. And, the fuel prices have come down overall. I noticed on the retail signs. We get at Costco's when we shop there, so they're always a little bit lower. And the fuel food was readily available. And I don't see any other urgencies or things to make note of, so I'll send it back to you. I'll be one and done tonight. Thank you very much, Dan. 88FK.
88FK from W5DMH. Well, thank you for that green report out of Oakland County tonight, Leonard. And you're bouncing my needle at almost 30 over this evening, so really good signal coming out of Oakland County. Thank you for taking a moment to join us, and we've got you down for one and done. That brings us down to John in Tuscola County, WA8ALQ. John, what's the status over in western Tuscola County this evening?
W5DMH, WA8ALQ at Mountain Lake, western Tuscola County. We're going to call it green. Gas price in Vassar this morning was $3.09. Yesterday I was seeing in Otisville, gas was $2.78. Sam's Club in Flint was hovering right around $2.66 a gallon. And at Myers, had all the eggs you could ever want at Myers, averaging $5.50 a dozen. Here in the Millington area on the internet, I'm seeing local farmers selling eggs for $4 a gallon. $4 a dozen. I guess you could have a gallon of eggs if you crack them first. And I'm finally getting your video. I had to reboot the live feed, and now it's up and running good. So, W5DMH, WA8ALQ.
WA8ALQ from W5DMH. Well, John, I got you at about a 10 over signal. Thank you for that green report out of western Tuscola County. We appreciate you joining us this evening. And that brings us down to Mike in Kalamazoo County, KE8NLE. Mike, now that you got your antenna squared away, give us a green report for Kalamazoo County.
Roger that, W5DMH, KE8NLE, yeah, Mike in Kalamazoo County. Yep, everything is green here, even the grass a little bit after the nice weather we had in the weekend, and it didn't get covered by snow, so I'm still seeing a little bit of that here. Other than that, gas is similar to other people in Michigan, just over $2 to $3, with diesel at about $3.50, and the store looks fine when I was there earlier today. KE8NLE, back to you.
KE8NLE from W5DMH, 15 over signal there coming out of Kalamazoo County tonight, Mike. Now that you got your antenna squared away, good audio. Thank you for that green report. And that brings us down to Bill, K8OB in Macomb County. No net is complete without K8OB. So, Bill, what's the status of Macomb County this evening?
Good evening, Dan, and everybody on frequency. Dan, I have to give Macomb County a green status report. Last time I looked, fuel was $3.94 a gallon, with diesel around $3.40 a gallon. Wife was at the grocery store. She said everything looks to be in pretty good shape, except they're a little bit light on the eggs, which is the ongoing issue. But they have them, but they're just not fully stocked on like they normally would be. But other than that, just had some wind and rain here, and that's it. That's all I got, Dan. W5DMH from K8OB.
K8OB from W5DMH, 30 over signal tonight, Bill. Really good audio as always, and a rocking signal coming out of Macomb County this evening. Thank you for that green report. And I'm going to report out Dave and Sonia in northern Lapeer County, like me, not very far from me, reporting green and gas at $2.79. I'm reporting green for northern Lapeer County in the Mayville area as well. I am watching it snow outside right now as I speak, and the weather is kind of partly crappy with periods of crappiness, but it is what it is. In like a lion, out like a lamb is what they say about March. So we're at the bottom of round one, so I'm going to throw it out there for any late lagging check-ins. Any late lagging check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net, call now.
This is KE8FOQ, Myra in Lapeer. I just want to do a quick short time check-in today.
Go ahead and bring your traffic, Myra.
Okay, this is KE8FOQ. Lapeer's green. I got gas today for $2.79. Went shopping. The shelves were full. So Lapeer's good. Was running a little late. I'm doing stuff around the house and wasn't watching the time, but I got to get back to it because it's, getting late in the day. So, everybody have a good week. This is KE8FOQ, back to W5DMH.
KE8FOQ from W5DMH. I got you at almost 20 over tonight, Myra, so good signal coming out of Lapeer. Thank you for joining and giving us a green report for your segment of Lapeer. I want to throw it out there, too. My wife went to the store today, and the store shelves were full. Nothing was missing as well. So that brings us to the bottom of round one. I'm going to throw it out there one last time for late lagging check-ins. Call now. Nothing heard, so we're going to roll back up to the top for round two. KE8FTT, Sparky out of Montcalm County. Anything additional for the net this evening?
Maybe a little tidbit. It's amazing, Michigan. One day it's like mid-70s, next day you got an inch of snow. I know Mike up there in Mecosta. I'm sure he's getting hit, but we got a dusting and sticking on the ground. So that's Michigan, I guess, for you. But other than that, 73, everybody, and thanks for hosting the net, Dan. This is Sparky, KE8FTT. Listen up for a little bit.
KE8FTT from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, Sparky. We appreciate it. And thanks for the green report out of Montcalm County. That's going to bring us down to John out in Waldo County, KB1ROT. Anything additional to share with the net tonight, John?
Specific. I've pumped it up a little higher than I ever have with this old SL 7000 amplifier. But there's a lot of weather, it looks like, between me and you, and you got a bit there, so it almost looks like lightning zipping across the waterfall here, but I'm trying to pick you up a little better. There's less cutout. KB1ROT, back to that.
KV1ROT from W5DMH. Well, John, I'd have to agree. I can hear some lightning strikes on my radio as well. I'm not seeing them on the waterfall, but I could sure hear them. But thanks again for joining this evening, John. We appreciate it. And that's going to roll us down to another John over in Tuscola County, WA8ALQ. John, anything additional to share with the net this evening?
W5DMH, WA8ALQ. Well, we're seeing snow over here at Murphy Lake, too. So yesterday was a beautiful warm weather, and today we got snow. And what do you know, it's Michigan. So 7-3s, everybody, and thanks for taking the net tonight, Dan. W5DMH, WA8ALQ, Murphy Lake.
WA8ALQ from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, John. We appreciate it. We appreciate the Green Report out of Tuscola County. And that brings us down to Mike out in Kalamazoo County, KE8NLE. Mike, anything additional for the net this evening?
W5DMH, KE8NLE. I'll just add that I could hear all stations and they will copy everybody pretty good tonight. Everybody's real good. Dan, you're about 20 over here in Kalamazoo to me. So, again, we all sound good together. So I'm glad I can always hear everybody. It's working pretty good. And everybody have a good week. KE8NLE.
KE8NLE from W5DMH. Well, thanks again for joining tonight, Mike. I'm glad you got your antenna situation squared away and you're back to your normal bright signal coming out of Kalamazoo County. So enjoy the rest of your evening. And that brings us down to Bill in Macomb County, K8OB. Anything additional for the net this evening, Bill?
Oh, no, Dan, not much else other than thanks, as usual, as always, for hosting the net, and big booming 40 over signal coming in here tonight, as always. And just like to say 73 to everyone, and hopefully everybody's gonna have a great week. So, K8OB, back to net control.
K8OB from W5DMH. Yeah, you're floating up towards 40 again now, too. The band must be opening up a little bit for us. Thanks again for joining tonight, Bill. We appreciate it and appreciate the Green Report out of Macomb County. We've always said it. You guys are kind of canary in the coal mine, you and Leonard down there in the city. You've got the finger on the pulse of what's going on down there, and we appreciate you guys participating and giving us the updates. And that brings us to the bottom of round 2, and I'm going to throw it out there for any late lagging check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report. And call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel. Well, nothing heard, so it's going to be a short one tonight. We're going to call the ball, return the frequency back to its previous use. Thank you all for joining on both the live chat on the YouTube live stream and all the folks that joined on the air as well. 7-3 to everybody, and thank you for joining, and I will be clear upon your finals. W5DMH.
K8OB, clear.